seen a lot of the other boys collab with other folks. Yeah. I don't know. I've never really had like a big drive to collab. I think the biggest thing for me is I am open to collabing with people, but I know my pace and the style that I like stream at is very different from the others. So, you know, it might not be the same like pacing, I guess, would be the best way to put it. The pacing that I do my streams might not be the best for some other people for collabs. That's like the big reason why I haven't really done too many collabs. I'm just trying to do my own thing at the moment. And I don't know, it's a weird thing. Like for us, we have to do a lot of thinking and consideration for the collabs we do, or like what the style of the collab will be. It's kind of what, like, I haven't really done too many collabs, even with the boys, of certain games, because I know that I would not play the way that they want it. It's very easy for people to just turn those collabs into, like, moments where you know, you bait out clips, you say sussy things, and you say, like, lewd things to, like, elicit a response, and then you get to take that clip out of context and then share it around on social media, like, oh my gosh, you said what? Things like that. And I'm really not about that, so I try to find collab partners who are a lot more level and like down to earth about things. But I know that's not what's really popular, so I don't know. And like the thing is, it's not that I am like say so and like anti-lewd or whatever. Like I think that's fine. The problem is when someone makes lewdness
vital signs
their only personality, you know. And for me, it's like I'm down to collab. And here's the thing, like a lot of VTubers, like I've been friends with a lot of them, even a few from other corporations. Like I've known them in the past. I like hung out with them. I think, like, for example, Flayon and Ver. Is it? I think Flayon and Ver, like, they knew each other a long time ago from the academy days. And for me, like, I also know a couple of people, I guess the best way to put it would be, like, during my travels as a Ronin, I have met many people in the past, yeah. Oh, it's playing Doppio. Yeah. So, like, I've met a lot of people. We've been friends for a while as well, but I know, like, I'm very picky and specific about it. Make the mindset less unhinged, more memorable. Well, the thing is, for me, I have to like consider a lot of things. Like for me, it's like the audiences and like what they're expecting, and like, sure, I could go onto a collab where people just make top and bottom jokes and all that. Like, that's fine, right? But then I don't believe that would be a very enjoyable experience, because already there's plenty of, content creators who do that. Well, there's plenty of content creators who do that and do it better than I could. So that's why I don't. Like, I want to focus on the things that I do well, especially for like the audience that has like, especially for the Kois who've been here for a while. Like 6 months of support, I really appreciate it, and I wouldn't want to just end up joining a collab with someone for the sake of collabing because, like, oh, they're a bigger streamer than I am, and I want to, do what they're doing, and then just, play along with the, silly jokes like that. It's not really my personality, especially, like, at my age. Like, no, I don't mean any, like, no hate to those creators, because, it's not a thing to be, like, there really isn't an objective thing, Like, there is no right or wrong way to make content. It's just that's how they wanted to make their content, and that's fine. But for me, I just find it really, like, childish. Not in, like, a derogatory way, but just, like, the type of humor, like, I have personally gone through that phase in my life, and I'm no longer interested in that humor. I don't know. Like the whole, like, D's nuts joke, right? Like, once or twice, that's fine. But, like, making D's nuts jokes in every stream, it's kind of like, I don't know, like, we've seen it before. It's kind of stale. Like, I want to move on from that. Find different things to get interested in. So, Yeah. There's gotta be another lore lover out there somewhere. Man, I would hope so. I would hope so. It's kind of rough being like the only one who has this particular style. These jokes every once in a while is okay, but then it gets old, right? Yeah. There are some that use over-the-top sexual jokes too. Yeah, I mean, I understand why, because it's a very easy thing to do. A lot of people can chuckle at it, you know? It's very accessible as like a just like style of humor, I suppose. This is very accessible, so I can understand why they do it. But just for me, it's not really my thing. Like main form of content, I suppose. Like in my travels as a Ronin around just, you know, the world, I have come across lots of individuals, I guess, and you know that's all they make their stuff about, right? And they don't really deviate too far from that. And I find it's, you know, a little bit, I don't know, like they've chosen their style of content and it works for them, and you know, great for them, you know. I would say like in my travels, I have met people who are like, I guess I should couch it in the way that like it raises up as a concern for me, because I have met some people who focus and like specialize in that type of content, and then at the end of, you know, like, how should I say this? In a way, like, because I know someone's going to try to clip it and then take it out of context, so I'm like anticipating it already. But I guess the best way to put it is at the end of like 5 years, you know? At the end of maybe even 3 years, 2 years, you know? And that's all you do. Your entire content revolves around that. It's just making, you know, jokes about this and that and baiting out of context clips. At the end of, you know, 5 years, have you grown as a person? You know, like, can you show more personal growth than just, you know, top and bottom jokes or like pee pee poo poo, like haha, someone said genitalia, now that's funny, you know? Because I've met a few people in my travels who just do that a lot, and then it just becomes their core personality. Like when they meet someone new, the first thing they do is try to pull them into that field of, well, that subject matter, that topic, right? And it's like, you gotta have more than that. There's like, I know that there's more personality to you, and that you are a creative, unique individual who has all these stories to share, but why do you make that the focal point of everything, you know? I'll be honest, like, at the end of the day, you know, there's only so many ways you can tell a pee-pee poo-poo joke, you know? There's only so many ways that you can tell the same top or bottom joke that people haven't heard, you know? The sad part is these jokes have been going up for 10 years online and offline, and I don't blame it because it works. It's a very easily accessible form of humor, and for some people, it works, you know? That's fine. It's just not for me. So, yeah, it's odd. So glad I'm not the only person like this. Everyone calls me grandma or prude because of it. Like I'm just a grown woman. Right? I don't know. I find there's more interest in... I find interest in things that are just beyond that. You know? Like, do I hate all lewd jokes? Or like suggestive comments? Absolutely not. You know, that's not... Like, I will not categorically say, I don't like this kind of stuff. Because every now and then, it's funny. It's silly, right? But there's a time and a place for it all. And I don't believe making it your #1 priority to turn every joke into a sex joke, or every comment into like a, what did he say? Like, moment, you know. There's a lot more out there. And like, that's the kind of stuff that I would focus on. I don't know where all this started. This started with like something about collabs. But, you know, chat.